And my stuff's still not working. Brilliant. Oh, shambles of a stream this is. All I'm trying to do is get something that works. It's not working, like at all. And I want it to work. We might be okay. Okay. The lobby. God, I don't even know. Come on. There we go. Okay. No. Why is it like I don't understand why it's doing that though. Okay. Right. This is fantastic. What is it doing? Stupid OBS rubbish, man. Honestly, finally we got something started at least, because Jesus, took it long enough. Welcome to the FT finale here in Brazil. It's been an absolute nightmare getting this one sorted. We had to change lobby host. We've had to deal with all sorts of stuff while I've been trying to get this stream to work, because it won't work, and now we got an absolute mishmash of everything. Like, I'm just trying to sort stuff out, and we're trying to get a race underway, and everything's going wrong. That's how it goes before. Right. Everyone's pretty much done their first runs. Cool. Let me just breathe. Breathe. Just. God. Brilliant start, honestly. Fantastic when nothing wants to work. Still having something. The stream should be fine. I don't know. Hold on. Is it even detecting my audio? Okay, we are detecting audio. At least. That is great. Why is it... Oh, just... there we go. Thanks, Johnny. Didn't feel like it was going to be fun anyways. I just switched something off and I'm trying to use it. And now it... just shambles. I blame you, Johnny. I don't, actually. Tier 2 standing. So, we have two of our championship protagonists able to race today. As the Aston Martin of Jan has gone into a wall. Anyways, Anson leads the championship by 12 points over Caleb, who's not able to race today. And then 18 points back to Roger Bell. So, Roger Bell's got a bit of catch up to do. But with the sprint, it's all entirely possible. 13 drivers, we're looking at more joining. We could have had more, but it's just getting everyone in, getting it all set up. We had to change in lobby host because Hugo's not here, and it's just not ideal. Anyways, Roger Bell, P4 right behind Anderson, who is currently on the second run at the moment, and improving slightly. As George Bell has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. And Anson's 2.5 temps up. Right. Round to the line now for the Alfa Romeo. Can he take provisional pole here in this session? Yes, he can with a 108.1. Woodrow drifting around for us. Doesn't park it and get disqualified. But yeah. spun in the pit and did one damage this week. Very nice. There we go, Paul Natler's in. Nice. Right, okay, anyways. Alex, well, I don't even see if he's improving or not because my brain's just not functioning right now. Which is why I wish I had someone to do commentary with, but I don't, sadly. Yeah, okay. Anyways, up to the line for Alex, that's P2. As David Hoy is probably not starting a lap great there. And Mitch is a 10.5 up in the Red Bull. Currently in the middle sector. Let's see how this one's going to go. And there we go. The Haas driver is in, which is good to see. Two and a half temps up now for Mitch. And well, the last sector's pretty much all a straight, one corner. So unless he's royally messed that up, which he hasn't, then this is going to be an improvement. And it is, you didn't actually, he did the exact same last sector as last time, didn't manage to go any higher though. Who else was on the lap? I know Habelski was. Not improving at the moment, but he might have time in the final sector. Now he's going to the pit lane. Lassay looks to have backed off. So we'll check up on the Williams of Alfred Monk again to see how he's getting on at the moment. Half a second up, very solid improvement. Should put him P2, I think. Unless he has a lot of time to find in the final sector. Obviously I'm not sure, I didn't really get to see anyone's first lap. So he comes to the line now, and it's a 108.2 and it is P2. Hansen currently on top in the Alfa Romeo, looking to start as he means to go on to secure the title today. After it's been just annoying sorting stuff for me, but we're here. Anyways, Theo Smith is improving in the Mercedes. Should be enough to put him up to P3. Can he find time in the final sector for second? I'm not sure. So line now for Theo, and it is P3, just 8 thousandths off the back of Alfred Monk there, so very tight at the moment as David Hoy goes quickest by 2 thousandths of a second. That is nice from him. Lassay's improving in the Ferrari as well. Improvements all over the field at the moment. Labour just jumped up to a 108.5. As it's a purple middle sector, it says. Not much battery left out, so you'll probably be shedding time coming into the line. And it's P7 for the Ferrari, but it's so tightly packed at the moment, this grid is. Rav here on a lap in the McLaren. Let's see how he's doing. Currently on a 186. Got plenty of battery left to finish lap. 4.5 temps up. It's looking like a solid lap. Oh, that's unlucky for the McLaren driver who has spun round. And that's his lap over. Well, now we look to Habelski. And with such fine margins, any sort of improvement could make a massive effect here for anyone. It's a small improvement in the first sector. However, there isn't much time in the first sector unless you completely mess up turn 1 and 2. You get back line into the corners initially, then yeah. Habelski normally in the Alpine. joined later today due to obviously the lobby host swap, as he's had a snap there. That's going to cost him the lap. The slopage has invalidated. Is he being blocked by Alex Wells? Seems like there's a few people getting blocked in this session, which isn't ideal as he comes into the pit lane. So it's going to be Alex Wells starting his final run first, getting the battery on very early. Be barreling down towards turn to the. Let's just try a corner. Let's go to the centre S's. Down to fourth, hooking it across the inside curve there, doesn't choose to short shift to fifth, as David likes to waffle in it. I'll tell you that. Anyway, he's breaking 100 metre board, 2 temps up in sector 1. Okay, that's a lot. David did start last yesterday, to be fair. I think he's just coming in on smoke today or something. Just going for it. As we're just trying. Okay. Alex Wells short shifting there to fifth and up to sixth, just to keep the traction. Has lost time in the middle sector. Fifth gear, full Junsal there, and now heading round to the line. And the Williams driver. Few hundred metres left to go to find out his lap. Is it fast enough for provisional pole? It is, by 9 thousandths of a second. And the margins at the top are very fine. As next on the lap will be Mitch in the Red Bull. Next on the lap, the next person to start a lap will be Mitch. Shall I say? Yeah, I'm not sure you want to continue that much, Johnny. Some of the stuff you say normally. Anyways, Mitch starting this lap then. Next season's F2 will be fire, I'm sure it will be. It's the only one that's managed to get some form of a title fight here this season. But hopefully next season we can go, I don't know, one off it, maybe go all 3. I'll just go for 2. As Mitch goes purple in sector 1. And he's pushing the limits here of the track. He's got a Williams moving it the way. He's got a lot of traffic on this lap. That is not what he wants. As they're moving out of the way, don't want to get collected on the exit of the corner. As now heading through the final corners here of sector 2. Just John Sal to go then. 2.5 temps up for the Red Bull. Once again, gets John Sal right, and might be enough to beat one of the McLarens. Let's see, coming to the line, fairly tight line to maximise the lap time, and it's a 108.700. Paul Matler, first lap of the session. Can he go pole on 1 lap? Yes, he can. Oh, that's a spin for David. Loads of people are starting laps. Alfred Monk getting all over the inside curb there. That would have been terrifying. Iron Rav to the line. P2 for the McLaren. Second driver into the 107s. Roger Wells also going again. Leifage has binned it on his final run. Oh, what's going on there? Hold up, let me go and vote with David. It's an absolute landmine at the exit of the centre S's. Oh wow, okay. Pierre Smith's gone to third. Next up's Havelski, who has spun while 3 temps up. He's done that twice, that's unfortunate. As Mitch isn't on a lap. So we look to Alfred, who's gone purple in the middle sector. And we saw a bit of a mistake from him in sector 1. But has he recovered all that time? P2 for Alfred. That's a very strong lap. There's Anson and Roger. I think Anson's backed off. So Roger, well, P8 just behind Anson. Anson might have been the Alfa Romeo. It wouldn't have been the Alfa Romeo in the wall, yeah. So both the drivers starting for, that are fighting for the championship are starting 7th and 8th. And the fact that Paul's just had, I got Paul on one lap. Yeah. And it's like some sort of David thing from F3, that is, this season. Half the grid should be in F1, they could be. The margins are getting finer, definitely, between all the tiers at the moment. Everyone in this session within 9/10s, and if we exclude F3 drivers, which are Kane Davis as an F2 driver, the whole grid's within 6/10s. Yeah, that is a very close qualifying there. Right, to the sprint we go. This is where Roger needs to claw back. I'd say at least 6 points would be the aim for Roger here. That would set him up that he'd have to outscore Anson by 12 in the main race. Let's see then. How is it gonna go? Also, if the drivers were to die, Roger would win on Back from race wins. Roger actually joined late in the season. I think after, was it? No, Roger didn't join late. It was that I think he missed the first round or two. Other than that, yeah. Right, let's get to the grid then for the sprint race. 12 laps. As we are now going to 5 red lights here for the sprint in Brazil. And it is lights out and we are away, as it's looking like a good start for Paul Nadler in the Haas. Everyone seems to be getting away just fine. Alfred Monk's going to go down the inside into turn 1 on the Haas driver. There's a Mercedes having some issues in the background. I think that was Hebelski. As we see a spin somewhere. Oh, that's a Ferrari into the wall. That's, I say, out of the race. Is that going to be a safety car already? VSC. And just like yesterday, we've had a car in the wall on lap 1 of the sprint. Anyways, what tyres have people gone for? Mitch, George and Adam have gone for softs, the rest are on mediums. Roger was up to P6 ahead of Hansen, who's dropped places off the start here. As... oh, Alfred's got to drive through, and that's not ideal for the Williams driver. He's getting very close to the back of Paul. I think he's just trying to launch an attack, whoever has picked up a drive through in the process. As everyone is just deploying the battery here on this straight. Roger close to Alex Wells, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get ahead of the Williams driver. As there's an overtake occurring further back. That's just him going into the pits. As we got side-by-side action between Roger and Arjen Rav here. The AlphaTauri driver trying to get ahead on the outside here of turn 4, and that's a move. That is going to put Roger well up into 5th place. At the front, Alfred's going to have to go into the pit lane. That will bring Anson into the points as a spin for George Parr in the Red Bull. As Mitch having a look at a move on David, who once upon a time was actually provisional pole in that last session, and well, there's a lot of you playing provisional pole at one point. Is the Red Bull going to try dive anything? No, that's smart. As I've said previously, we have seen moves like that attempted before, as Roger well burning a lot of the battery early on here. However, Alex Wells in front does have less, so that is going to succumb to the advantage of Roger well, as for Mitch, that's a corner cut. Trying to put the pressure on David, and he's picked up a warning whilst doing so. Hansen, it's not exactly bad right now for him, to be fair. Yeah, he'll be up to P8 as his yellow flags. I think it's George Parr again in the Red Bull. Hansen trying to get past Mitch here. Is he going to look for the move? He tried to pressure Mitch into making a mistake through the corner. Almost worked as Alfred Monk has spun into the wall, it seems. He's got a drive for anyway, so that's just going to add even more to his troubles, which is unfortunate for the Williams driver after a very strong qualifying session. As can Alex Wells get back into that DRS here? He's got a decent turn one, but I'm not sure if it was good enough to just about get DRS off Theo Smith. It would have been close, but no, not close enough, as Alfred has retired in the pit lane during the sprint here. I think unfortunately there was just too much for him to recover in a sprint distance, to be fair. Something's going on back here. That's Anson getting past Mitch for P7 in the race. He's got Roger well just a few positions up the road now. Sabelski up to P8 as well. And well, everyone on the softs, it's not exactly ideal for them, shall we say. Paul's just running away at the front. Paul is setting some serious pace here in the Haas. Doesn't want anything to do with anyone else in this sprint, as Alex Wells seems to be running a lot lower downforce than others, I will say. Right. I'm almost halfway through the sprint already. It goes too quick, this thing does. Anderson is currently struggling to latch back onto the group of cars in front, it seems. Yeah, drive-throughs are awful in this game. It makes just 0 sense, honestly. Some of the stuff, like, you can be up to like, I'd say like a half a tenth up on the delta, and it'll just still give you a drive-through for no reason, because the delta it's not really consistent at all, which is, yeah, just annoying as. Ooh, I don't know where to look here. Roger was trying to make a move on Alex in the Williams. He's got the better exit to go on the attack to do so as well. As Sabelski also got past Anson. Demoting Anson to P8 as Roger well is going for that podium in the sprint. Around the outside here. Oh, that was close. That was very close. Very close to contact, as the AlphaTauri is going to come out ahead in P3 at the moment. Ooh, Alex was going a bit deep into the corner. That's going to invite the McLaren of Iron Rav. But they're going to be side by side here. That's going to give Roger a bit of breathing space. After making Reeve, Alex trying to get this one back. They're still side by side here. David's watching this one like a hawk. And Alex is going to have to concede that position for now. And Iron's got a good amount of battery to deploy to attack Roger while he's almost empty. And I'm sure he's going to be on the attack shortly, as David Hoy is on the attack for P5 in this sprint. On the outside of Alex Wells here, who has lost quite a few places consecutively here. And yeah, you do have a lot of battery, definitely. You still about 40% now, though. Anyways, enough of that rubbish shows. Roger Wells where he needs to be in this race. He's done what he wanted to. Now just no mistakes. Needs to keep the gap up as well. Doesn't want to be under pressure from the McLaren behind, who hits the grass and slides. Oh, David spun. That's going to help Anson out. There's a position. This is a Red Bull. George just having a nightmare. I don't think Iron's close enough to launch an attack on Roger here. What would this do if this was the actual race? 15 compared to 6, that's 9 points gained. Yeah, that wouldn't really be enough. As all I'm saying is this is PlayStation supremacy at the moment. The top 5 all being from PlayStation, the rest left in the race are from Steam. Need people to step it up on Steam a bit. Oh, someone's off. Roger Well! What's happened there? And I've cursed him, essentially, by saying all he needs to do is not make a mistake, and there has been a mistake from the AlphaTauri. And that's going to drop his points gain in the sprint down to 2, which will leave the gap at 16. As what has happened there, side-by-side action up ahead. Oh my, this is going to be tasty, is all I'm going to say. There could be things happening here. Anson's getting the battery on. He's just going to go for it in this fight. Could be like 3 wide into turn 1. It's going to be. Anson's not going to make it 4. They've all pinched each other together, and there's a collision. Hebelski's reigned with Roger Well as well. And that is, I just knew something was going to happen there. And then Roger Well's losing points to Anson. And that means Roger Well has to win, essentially, in the feature race now. I think Roger was in the middle of that sandwich as well. That's just like, it was so predictable that that was going to happen as well. It's the thing. And Paul Madler screws into victory. And Roger Well could be in even worse of a place now. I mean, there's still the possibility of him getting second place with a fastest lap and Anson not scoring and that being enough. But if Anson gets past Alex here, that is going to be it. But Alex is not going to give up fighting it. Anson getting involved here. But the Williams is going to have the DRS. Neither of them with any battery. Roger Well seeing this, he'd love them to collide right now, I'm sure. Although I'm sure he wouldn't wish that on my competitor, actually. So I don't think he would, as Anson still try to get involved in this fight with Alex Wells. They're going to be side by side. That was close. But this actually brings Roger Well back into DRS. Interestingly. So we could see some shenanigans here, shall we say. Oh, Watson! That was close. That was very, very close. That was almost sprint over for the Alfa Romeo. What's his tyre temps looking like? Is that an issue? No, it's not. His tyre temps are really low. As here comes Rogerwell with the battery, with the DRS to claw back some of that gap once again. And he's going to be ahead of Anson. And that is crucial at this stage of the sprint. If he can get back to P4, well, he could have finished P3 at tops. Oh, Hebelski's got in the background. And that's not going means he's not going to be a factor for Anson to potentially lose a position, as Mitch has also gone in P8. And now it shifts in favour of Rogerwell. Although 17 points doesn't really change it, it just means he'll win the championship by 1 point if he scores by 18 points. But it does give him a bit more breathing room if Rogerwell can manage to win the race. Although I don't want to say anything, but he might have to settle for second place at best at this rate. Paul is on another planet, shall we say. He's now 8 seconds up the road with not long left of the sprint. He's almost gapped a second a lap here, which is ridiculous. That is going to be, I think, all we're going to get for the sprint here. There's yellow flags. That is a Red Bull. There's Mitch, or is it George? I believe it's George. Yeah, Anson's not going to be close if he would just need a mistake from Rogerwell. But there's part of the recovery done, I guess, shall we say. Well, he's going to have one last chance, as we'll come back to that in a moment. Oh, Rav seems to have made a mistake in the McLaren, actually. Is he out of fuel? No, he's not. I was confused then. But Paul wins the race, Theo second, Argenrav third, fourth for Alex Wells, fifth for Rogerwell, sixth for Anson. The gap's now 17. And oh, this is it then. There's the numbers, that's what we're going with into the race. Okay. But my maths is pretty much fully correct. As just a bit left across the line. And we are good to go. We are ready for this race here now. 36 laps it's going to be. Driver of the day goes to Rogerwell for the sprint. If only not for the mistake that P3 would have been all but confirmed for him. Nearly that would have made P3 possible potentially in certain circumstances as well. So Rogerwell has to be first or second or it's over. So this is going to be interesting. Essentially a Paul Nuttler crash could be something ordered here, or a mistake on the strategy or something like that for the 25. Well, you never know. If someone can stick with Paul in DRS, that could be a possibility. We didn't really get to see that, as everyone was going about 5 wide behind him at the start. So, yeah. Is it possible? Is the question. Are we going to see any alternate strategies from Anson or Rogerwell? That's going to completely change the race for them. Obviously, the hard medium is the strongest strategy, but if they can predict a safety car on mediums, it changes the game a lot. Or if they go for a longer stint on hards trying to predict a safety car, that also could change things in favour of either driver. But we'll just have to see. It's gonna have to be it's gonna be a crazy race, I'm sure. Here we go then. To the lights we go now. As the lights are coming on, it's going to be 5 red lights here for the final round of the season, and we are underway in Brazil, as it looks like a good launch from Paul, a great launch from Arjen Rav in the McLaren, it seems. He's going to be right on the back, I think. No, never mind, I just can't see apparently. Is Theo Smith trying to get past Paul Nadler there, as Roger Bolt looking for a gap potentially to move up some places. They're all going to be barreling down towards turn 4 here, as Paul Nadler is going to be in front. Roger Bolt trying to send a move down the inside on the hard tyres versus the mediums. As, ooh, there's a bit of contact there. Some advertising boards flying off as down the inside. Arjen Rav taps Anson slightly. That's going to invite Habelski through as well early on in this race, as McLaren has not had the greatest of starts. It's just a complete mix of hards and mediums. They're on alternate strategies here. Anson's got mediums, Roger Wells on hards. Interesting. That means Anson's probably going to be on the attack early on between the two of them. How is this going to go is the question though. Is it going to work out for Anson as Paul's already got an 8-10 gap? He can even use him back, he doesn't care. Alex Wells potentially looking for a beef on Theo Smith soon as well. As this yellow flags, Alfred Monk has crashed. What has happened there? What has happened? There's an end plate missing off late pitch. Well, it's VSC. And it's a horrible look for Alfred today, it seems. Which is never nice to see for any driver. Questionable drive through. Mistake with the front wing. Unfortunately ended his sprint, and now his race is over on that one. Hello Arjen, what's going on? No. What, has Adam taken someone out intentionally or something, or what's happened? As Arjen Rav down the inside of Jacob Pavelski. Oh my god, that was close. Oh, there's a Williams round. That's Alex Wells, who has left the session last day's out. What is going on? I can't keep up. I don't know what's going on. Roger Wells in AP2 though. Ahead of Theo Smith. Is Theo got damage? No, Theo's not got damage. Oh, and if you can provide me with any footage, that'd be ideal. Thank you. But I don't know if there was. Oh, Roger Well, what's happened there? A mistake from the AlphaTauri. And they seem to be creeping in today. He's going to have DRS though. Anson's also going to have DRS for P2. As it's going to be potentially free wide into turn 1. As they're all flying past now. Roger Well looks to come out ahead. Anson's going to be P3. Theo Smith and Arjen Rav close. There's contact between the two of them. They're both framed. As this is a bit... Ugh. I'm I'm not sure about this overall, I can't lie. Well, Adam can show him taking some... What do you mean? I don't know. I just... I'm not sure. Anyways. I'm now confused which way around what's going on. I don't know which way you're saying, Aryan. That's the thing. Like... Anyway, Savelski's going for the move for P3 on Anson. And that is going to be move complete. Mitch is here in the fight at the moment. There's Anson. Could try and fight this one back. Well, they can't just assume stuff, Aryan. So if they are just assuming stuff, then just tell them to just be quiet. Well, I don't know, if Aryan means the other way around, I mean, if Alfred, if you think you got intentionally taken out, I mean, you can sit your POV and I can review and we can check that, but other than that, well, I don't know. So I mean, if you think you got intentionally taken out, Alfred, put your POV, but I don't know which way, I don't know. Not sure, honestly, not a clue. It's probably Adam lagging again, let's be honest. I think he's probably lagging all over the place. That's stupid if people are just calling intentional takeouts over nothing. It's pathetic, really. But anyways, we're here to focus on the championship fight, not people waffling. So, as Pavelski's struggling to stay in the DRS of Roger. That's interesting. Although Anson's in a good place at the moment. Well, Mitch is putting him under pressure. Anson, at the moment, Rogerwell's in P2. All I'm saying is, that's exactly where Rogerwell needed to be. Didn't say anything about it being intentional. That's fine, because I just didn't know what Aryan was saying, so that's completely fine. I just wanted something cleared up, because someone was Aryan saying about intentional takeouts or whatever, and completely confusing me, so... We'll just completely leave it and just get back to this, because, yeah, let's just go back to this and instead just shut up talking about stuff. Anyways, David Hoy's moved up to P6 there, ahead of George Parras. Anson struggling to stay in the DRS. Maybe the mediums aren't firing like he would have wanted to have them. That could be an issue potentially for him, I'm not sure if that is the case or what. Anyways. So, Pavelski could be on the attack on Rogerwell here, full P2 in this race. As Paul has proved my point of, he's just driving into the distance. Enough of stuff, whatever's happening. Oh, Rochelle almost ran out of the track limits there. Alex Wells has been ghosted, so there's essentially 11 drivers left in this race at the moment. Which means for there to be a safety car, we're going to have to get down to 10, which means guaranteed points for everyone. Which then means Roger Wells' P2 would have to be accompanied by an Anson 1 point scoring maximum. Even Anson can essentially... He could be P12 in this race. As long as Roger Wells not second, he just gets a faster lap. Actually, as long as Roger Wells just not top 2, then that's... Yeah. I could say if Roger Wells was second, he'd go for a faster lap, but then they'd be even, and it's like, yeah. Anyways. Enough of me looking at incidents and whatever. Enough of the incident talk. It's not here to be running shouted about all over the place on stream. Let's just get back to the racing, which is what we want to see. Let's be honest. There's no need to be like, oh, this person's going to get a penalty, this person's going to. I just. It's better to just let the racing happen and let the incidents happen separately. At the moment, is probably the best thing, rather than just constantly speculating penalties, which has been done a bit this season, and it didn't need to be. So, yeah. Anyway, Savelski doesn't really have too much of the battery. Roger doesn't have much either. So it's not really a disadvantage that he's going to have to suffer with. As there's yellow flags, that is Laypage and McLaren spinning rain. Which is going to drop him behind the Ghost car. As Iron Rav moves up to P7 in the McLaren. Very nice as oh David. That just looked like a really sad spin. He's just really slow. Oh, that's rear wing damage. David. Got a bit trigger happy in the reverse gear then, shall we say. That's going to make his race an absolute nightmare to drive. So, I wonder if we're going to see a move from Pavelski soon. The thing is, while he is recharging, Roger can also recharge the battery at the same time, so it works both ways. Leify just binned it again. Crashed about 3 or 4 times at this rate, I don't know what he's doing, but yeah. So, Anderson not too far behind the belt. He's staying in the DRS, but while he's on mediums, he may have wanted to make a bit more progress as it's going to swap round. The drivers on the hards are going to have the advantage soon, but it doesn't really matter for him. He just needs to drive a nice pace here, and he'll pick up the points he needs. Just a mistake-free race is what Anson needs. Sort of turn out the apex there just in case he gets a warning. It's not really going to cost him anything unless that was some lag from the onboard. But yeah. Oh, there's spin number 1 for David. I assure you there's probably going to be a few. Because if he's not got rear wing damage from almost going flat out into a wall, then I don't know what else would give you rear wing damage, I'll be honest. And there's another spin. This could be painful for him. No moves happened in here again yet. Belsky has used the battery up. They're about even at the moment. Roger has a slight advantage, which is, yeah. Oh, trust me, yes. Thank you for the confirmation. It's 3-10-4. Roger could have got a warning there. But we will have to wait and see if that is the case. It might not be. As David Hoy's into the pit lane. Is Is he going to retire from the race? Yeah, that is race over for David. Right. It's new. I'm now starting to beg the question. When I think it's going to be about 3 to 5 laps until we see some pit stops in this race. Hansen is putting the battery on though. He's going for a move here on Hebelski. And he's trying to get himself up onto the podium places. And he's managed to do so. That's a crucial move for Hansen. It's also crucial as the lowest he can possibly finish now is P10 in this race with Alex Wilsby in a ghost car. Which means as long as he doesn't crash into a wall, he's guaranteed a point. I mean, it sounds simpler than it actually is. Because at the best of times it can actually be quite easy. You just completely bin it in a wall. Also, the AI retiring on this is so... It literally just goes straight on into turn 4, which makes no sense. It seems really safe, that does. Is Hansen going to go for a move on Rogerwell here? Is the question. Sticks on the battery. In the DRS. He's getting closer, but he's not kept the battery on. He's not going to go for the move yet. As Arjen Rav is going to go for a move, however, on Mitch. And oh, Hansen's out! What's happened there? Hansen's out the race, and there's a safety car. Oh! Oh! Oh my, that could have completely changed it. Rogerwell now just has to finish first or second in this race. Rogerwell has to finish this race in either P1 or P2, and that is it. That is... I don't know what's happened there though. Like, I assume Hansen's just lost it and... Yeah, David, if you want to jump in, mate, this is gonna be mental to the end because like, Rogerwell's right up there, so he's gonna be in the fight. Paul stays out. Could Rogerwell just pick to the end on mediums? Go on, I'd say Rogerwell should do it. If you can hear me on the comms, I may have been a bit too late. Is he gonna go in? Is Rogerwell going in? No. The
backup has arrived.
Rogerwell stayed out. Oh, hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Everyone else is going in. Oh, this could be an important decision that's just been made.
Things have happened.
Things have happened.
Things have in fact happened.
This
so
could
Rogerwell
be...
needs...
This
how many
is
points?
crucial, essentially, now. Rogerwell just has to finish first or second.
Oh, jeez. And he didn't pit.
Because the gap's 17 points. No, I just should have pitted.
Yeah, mediums can run to the end. Easily.
Does he have time to still jump in at the end of this lap, maybe? I think he just needs to get in.
Oh. I mean, he's proven he can overtake.
Yeah.
So
I would,
as a last resort, pit this lap. I mean, Hards can effectively go until like lap 30. So he might bank on a late safety car and he's going for the track position now, but he's going to be pretty slow.
If he can get ahead of Paul, Paul's got the pace to just drive off. If he can stick with Paul, that's his pretty much hope.
Yeah. Why has Adam not got a front wing? I think no, he must have been hoping he'd unlap himself. No other reason, right?
Just Rogerwell pit? Nah.
I don't know. Rogerwell wouldn't have lost that much. He'd have lost like K position.
Yeah.
He's got the hungry Hebelski behind him on mediums. And then the missile that is extinct. I don't know who extinct is, but...
Arjen Rav.
I think he made someone extinct.
It's another Arjen.
Up ahead. And you got Mitch.
Oh, yeah. Mitch is in P5.
Mitch is
Mitch is a
capable
provisional
of
podium.
anything.
And he's on the better strategy, I'd argue, the Hearts.
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to tab out and like have the stream running, but I think that's gonna call the safety car back and kill Nadler.
I wouldn't recommend.
And I don't think he deserves that.
Probably not. It gives Rochewell the lead, but then Rochewell's essentially a sitting duck to the pack.
Yeah, I don't think Anson would be particularly pleased if I killed the only car in front of Rochewell.
Probably not. Or you could double hit it, so force Rochewell to pit.
If I tab out 10 times, then
or maybe the safety car will just go 20 miles up the road.
Whoa!
Right, this
I was
guy's
getting a bit happy.
Husky.
There was definitely a tap between the guy you said in the McLaren and Habelski. Alright.
Alright, here we go then.
When do you reckon?
I reckon late as possible. Rochewell predicts it perfectly. P1.
I want Mitch to do what I tried yesterday and just time an absolute missile. Get P1.
Oh! Paul Atlas in the wall! That means Alex Wells AI's restarting the race. What? So Rochewell they leads the race.
Mitch is in P4, that's all I care about. Go on, son.
Well, this is important for the championship, isn't it? Well, this race couldn't have gone any more unpredictably as it has, I don't think, so far.
I give Roswell one lap in the lead, and then he's going to just drop like a stone.
He needs a safety car next lap.
Thankfully, yeah. I mean, thankfully for comfort, one of the cars that needs to overtake him is Mitch, so that might bottleneck a bit. But I think the tyre gap is big enough.
Mitch is already creating the bottleneck, mate. 8 tenths.
Oh.
But P3's not enough is the issue for Rochewell.
Oh.
And Mitch has got some aggressive medium runners behind.
That's George 7th.
I don't know. It seems like you haven't been keeping up well with this one.
No.
You've just been suffering.
I was 5 seconds behind for most of it, and then I backed up into a wall and got red rear wing.
Rochewell keeps the lead for it. Bit slidey though, I will say. The hards don't look good.
Oh, yeah, they're slightly used, shall we say.
Oh! That
Pavelski.
Rochewell's not giving it up. Give it up, Rochewell. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean this is trouble for Rodgewell. We've got 9, let's call them human beings racing. That's not the biggest chance for a safety car warranting crash, and Rodgewell has to box.
I thought Paul was immortal. I can't lie, but I guess he is a human being. Although that 28.6 second gap could be about 2.3.
What,
next lap?
Yeah.
I would be surprised Rochewell's like a DRS. I'm receiving of it.
DRS enabled this lap. So they're going to get that straight
Disco's
away.
not broke, I can't check. What if it's an important ping and there was an intentional take it?
No, there might be.
No, there wasn't.
Rodgewell, as long as he can just stay in the DRS of Habelski.
He's still got the Mitch bottleneck in action.
Yeah, albeit now another car behind because Theo Smith's got
Everyone's
and he's on the back
train.
of that McLaren who's not Adam.
It's very specific.
The one that's on the lead lap.
The one that's not P9.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think Rodwell's about to get eaten alive.
I think by Arjen. He's not putting the battery on. Now he's putting the battery on. He's close. He's close. He's lagged backwards.
Yeah, it's not going for it there, surely. I can't tell though. He's
Oh, Theo!
looking like a PowerPoint presentation at the moment.
PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, come on, come on! You've got 80% battery. There's nothing to be scared of.
I'm gonna sit there and call Adam that now. Mitch has been breached again.
Oh my god! Look at the breaching.
The wall of
Theo's
Mitch.
looking up the inside.
He's going around the outside.
PowerPoint.
Here he goes.
Oh, think about it.
Oh,
Okay.
he's gonna wank it again.
Oh,
he
Mitch! Oh, the lag switch! Put that one out of the Adam Lapidge textbooks of vehicle manoeuvres. Vehicle manoeuvres.
I think Roger just wants an explosion on track when he pits.
Rodwell realistically needs all of the wheels of all of the other
Rodwell's
cars to fall off.
Interesting.
I don't like that. I'll be honest. That's not long after the safety car. I mean, your only option is to just hang it out, surely. Salvage some track position. He had a gap.
Like I said, he needs missiles to occur, as George Part is missiling around the outside of an Aston Martin. And they've kept it clean. That's a lovely move. George Part.
Keep forgetting that Adam's a ghost. He's expecting more things to go wrong.
He's just trying to stay behind them. He's like, probably thinks he can go quicker. Roger, well, what's the gap to P2?
Alright, let's have a little look, shall we?
20 seconds.
Nah.
20 seconds in 15 laps. That's a second and a half a lap on people whose tyres are fine.
If it was on pace alone, nah. He's still got cars to get past as well. It's not happening. I don't see it happening without a safety car.
He's going to need 5 wide. He's going to need Theo and Arjen to have the fight of their lives while catching Habelski and getting him involved in the fight. And they need to go 3 wide for a whole lap at least, if not 2 laps. He's also got to get through a DRS straight. We'll see.
I mean, I was going to say if Theo can get past the McLaren, he might be able to challenge his teammate. He's got no battery to do it with. Yeah. Habelski's chilling. They are closing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Rodwell needs the world to end at the moment.
Ennis Anson had a crash via game physics. But yeah, we are. This is it essentially. Roger has to get back to P2. That's his only option in this. As Theo Smith has got the battery on, the 5% that he's got left, he's going for it on Arjen Rav. Despite the clear, shall we say, obstruction in the way of him trying to make a move, but he's managed to pull it off, to be fair to him. And now he's going to be the one leading the charge, unless Arjen decides, no, I want my position back. Which he switched off the DRS there, but he's going to go around the outside anyways.
Adam's sending it on the lead lap traffic.
All right, first lap where Roger need to gain a second and a half. Roger gained 1.3.
Where are you going? Oh, that's fun.
So Roger gained 2 tenths less than he needs to on that lap.
Nah, it's not happening. It's just not happening. I want it to, believe me, it's not happening. He needs a safety car. There's nothing else that can do it for him. I'm surprised that after not boxing when he arguably should have done, I mean hindsight and all that, he should have probably just stayed out and hoped for a safety
Jan
car.
spun.
Hello, Jan. Do a bit better, that's what I... Have a bit of a better
Oh!
spin next time. Okay.
Calm it down, you two.
On
Mainly
you
Jan, but yeah.
animals.
Iron's got a
At least got
penalty.
DRS in front.
That's another thing. Rogerbal's got to push and not get penalties. Penalty equals bye-bye to the championship.
I mean, if P2 gets like 20 seconds of penalties and it's game on, right? Everyone else just needs to also get 20 seconds of penalties.
Yeah. Pretty much. What's the gap? No. No. The gap has come down 2/10.
I don't see Roger getting anything more.
Oh, there's another penalty.
It's happening. They're listening.
Iron's fuming.
He's
Rogerbal's strategy.
absolutely livid.
If Mitch was in the lead of the race, I'd maybe give Rogerwell a chance at this.
Mitch was in the lead of the race. I'd red flag it.
What, I'd go for a sprint? Mitch at the lead of the sprint, yeah, that's going to work, innit?
Yeah. I'd watch it.
And that's half a second this lap for Rogerwell. It's not.
It's not happening. No chance.
You never know,
We
Jan
need,
could miss old Mitch here, safety car.
Anya, you listening?
Oh, there's another penalty.
Ooh.
But that
Oh,
one...
you almost missed out, Mitch.
That was close.
Jesus.
But that's for someone behind Roger. Actually, I've just got a thought. What if... Actually, Paul's tyres are... Paul's quick... Oh, there's a spin. That's... Who is that?
Who's Adam?
Oh, for God's sake. Why are you here?
Adam, did you beach?
Move out of the way, Adam. You're ruining it for everyone.
Just got Paul and then you can go for fastest lap or something.
Jan v Mitch again. Will
Yeah,
missile
I'm
speed
not
deployed
saying
this time?
take out Mitch, but if something were to happen, you know, Rochwell could be in with a chance if there's a safety car.
I think the best place for Rogerwell's finishing this race is P4.
Yeah, at a maximum. Oh! Oh, it's in the pits. Paul.
At least get the, what, 3 points that you can get. Laper's got a penalty. Every time there's any sort of a yellow flag.
My eyes are just on it. Absolutely on it. What the Haas pit crew doing? Why are you letting the cars out? Jesus.
Every single pit crew's done that so far.
They like.
Dangerous. I think Haas need to be
They
fined.
just-
I feel like Roger Ross sort of needs Jan to get a move on here as well.
We're starting. Wow. More or less, supposing. Yang just needs to get another 10th on that corner exit and absolutely dump the battery.
9 laps to
Just
go.
hope that Mitch doesn't do the same.
Adam's just moved up into P8.
Oh, hello. Go on, Jan. Send it.
Getting the inside. Mitch off-roading.
Mitch's supposed to stay on track, get hit, and get punted into a wall. That's the narrative. Although if Mitch can stay within penalty range of Jan, that's a nice P5 for him.
Yeah. He's going to have DRS. The question is, how rubbish are the mediums going to be after 21 laps? I thought it's probably
I
not
don't
very
actually
rubbish.
think that'd be that bad.
Yeah, no.
I think realistically, between the actual pit lap and lap 21,
Oh, Mitch is
you
going
lose,
for
like,
it.
a second.
Will
That's
missiles
got
be
no
deployed?
battery as well. This is a legit defense. Where the
Oh,
Aston oh,
oh,
lads,
missiles? Oh, here we go.
I've never wanted people to keep it clean and not keep it clean as much as
At
I
the
have
same
right
time.
now. Oh,
Oh
it's a
my.
bit of a squeeze.
Side by side. Turn 4. We know what happens at turn 4.
Oh, there's a little bit of a tap. Mitch on the grass. Momentarily. That grass is lethal on the outside.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Oh, this
On
is
the outside.
a lovely manoeuvre in progress.
Cut it back. Inside.
Never mind.
Nah. Roger Wells here.
100% inside, 0% brakes.
Roger Wells will be screaming at his screen. Move out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch is going to get pulled along as well. So not ideal. In an already relatively not ideal situation.
Well, what else is not ideal? He's got 5 laps for a safety car.
There is a yellow flag.
There is a late pitch, but he's still got a front wing, so it's not going to be a safety car. Rogerwell and Mitch. Rogerwell's just going to go for this. Straight
He
through
may
the
as
middle.
well.
Straight through. Just send it. Just send it. Just go.
Absolutely has to.
Oh, contact!
Oh,
Contact!
oh.
Oh, Rogerwell, just go flat out into the back of Jan.
Teasing us. Teasing us.
Oh, here we
Hanson's
go. Rogerwell
probably
battery on
loving
again. On Jan. Outside line.
Absolutely mugged him. The straight line speed he's got.
And there's
Ooh.
one move. Oh! Rogerwell's off.
Ooh.
Oh! Rogerwell's gone! Into the wall!
Oh. How
Oh!
was he not DNF'd? Brother.
There's some
I mean,
sort
he
of
should've-
guardian
he should've-
angel over Rogerwell right
What he
now.
should have done, I'm not endorsing it, but he should have really dramatised that spin and not moved for like 20 seconds. Driver concussion.
Driver concussion. We might have a three-way fight for the win here, though. I will say that.
Oh yeah, the actual race that we've been ignoring this whole time.
The Johnny's saying, "Come on, the lads."
Come on, the lads. Let's go, the lads.
Who is the lads in this race?
I'm wondering if Rogerwell's got any unseen damage apart from the front wing. So he kind of hit the wall with every part of his car.
Oh, that's an off-track from Pavelski.
He's in. Of course he's in. On the bright side, he's not going to lose any positions.
I think this is Rogerwell just sitting here like a safety car. Safety car. If there's a three-way crash and all the front three go hit the race, right, with a safety car, then I'd argue Rogerwell's won the championship in that situation, because actually, no, he hasn't. He's got to get past Mitch to win the championship. Oh! Theo Smith's almost gone.
I think, God, they're almost nearly dying.
Oh,
They're
the
just
Russell's got
nearly
it
dying. Pavelski's out of DRS again.
This is
That
just
won't last for long. He's got
very.
more battery though.
I just don't know what this race is going to end up as.
I-
Everyone's on the verge of crashing. Lapage is just ruining
Speaking of.
it by spinning all the time. Theo Smith got DRS so he can defend.
I mean, he did say when we were
Here's
in
Jan.
race comms.
Here's
So,
Jan.
Come on, Jan.
Danny inside now.
Nothing. Lapage did say in race comms, we'll see if the floor damage today is as good as it was yesterday, and
Oh, here we go.
I'm leaning
Here we go.
towards a no.
Dramatising for effect. Here comes Jan. Alongside Mitch. Do they collide? Out the corner. They're fine.
I know.
Mitch is going for it
Mitch
though.
is the signature
going for it.
move.
He loves this. On the outside, nah. It never works though.
No.
I will say it's got a very low success rate. Oh, here we go. We got the front three again.
Getting the statistics on that one. 0-2.
Oh, here's Arjen. He's closer this time. Just stick the 70% on, mate. You can get P2 here, then go for P1. Might as well, even though you got a penalty. Yeah, the two behind just stick each other in a wall. Just saying it has to be this lap or next lap for safety car. And Rogerwell has to catch.
That's the thing, yeah, Rogerwell is most of a lap behind. He's got like 40 seconds to find.
Here comes Mitch. There goes
We
Mitch.
got that move done early.
No wasting time.
Jan will have DRS on Mitch though. Yeah. He's gonna send it.
I'm sure. Nah.
He's not sending it. What?
Mitch going on the curbs a bit. Oh, you can ref slide in. Hello, Anson.
Anson,
Anson is in
were
the
you
chat.
expecting this?
This race is everything. I've
It's
enjoyed
looking
my
good
hardcore.
for you so far.
It is looking good.
They've got a lap to cause a safety car.
Yeah, essentially. Mitch is still in the race.
They've been
George
egging
has
it
been
on a
quiet
bit.
from spinning for a while. The front three are fairly close. He's the most prone to a mistake possible. No, please, no safety car. There will be, and even if there is at this point, it's like they're going to catch it, and it's going to be going, and Rogerwell's not even going to catch it, so...
No DRS as well. They'll have full battery.
It's a ghost car. Imagine it's just on ghost. Take someone out. Yellow flag, Saturn's gone. He's going the wrong way on track.
He's winding us up.
Cheeky guy.
Gee, my god, his tyre temps, what are they?
Here we go.
Not that high, but he's probably got all sorts of car damage.
Here comes Theo Smith. Come on, sit the battery on, go for it. You might as well. Bit of fun.
He's reached his 90%. He's
Oh, here comes Iron. Iron's coming for it.
Oh, no, he's not.
Yes, he is. They're the inside.
Oh, I was on the wrong cam.
Oh!
Right,
They
gloves
could
off
still
time.
all take each other out, though, to be fair.
He has to send it. Theo's Weiss on the move, defending the inside of the track. He's not taking any chances.
Just saying, if two of these drivers DNF'd, Rogerwell would have finished P4 this race. I'm pretty certain. So that would be awful for that to happen. But at this rate, is Rogerwell? Hold up, Rogerwell scores 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Rogerwell's still going to finish P3. P3? No, 7 points is one too many, I think. So if Rogerwell finished P8, if Adam hadn't spun 20 times, essentially. But yeah. And Caleb could have got P2, but yeah, here we go then. Iron close to the back of Theo Smith. He's got the battery on. He's going for the move for P2 in this race now. It's going to be side by side, of course it is, into turn 1. Who's going to come out on top though is the question. The McLaren on the inside, the Mercedes is now going to get the inside, and it's going to be Theo Smith who comes out ahead. They're both going to have DRS once again, the battery going on the McLaren, and he's going to look to the inside towards turn 4. He's going on the grass there to try and get alongside the Mercedes. He's going to go down the inside here. Is there going to be contact between the two? And Theo Smith taking the very off-track line.
I've seen that before.
As Iron Rav is up into P2 in this race.
Theo's done his not teammate an absolute solid with that.
Yeah. These points are going to Alpine.
Yeah.
Just a mistake on the car choice. But the points are going to Alpine. So Belsie's got one more lap left. And I can't lie, I don't think 4 drives. Oh! Jan's hit Mitch!
Oh.
It's not good.
Too late now.
It's too late now, lads. Oh, yellow flags, look who it is again. Wow. Who's surprised? Here we go.
He's got to have some kind of damage. This is...
Oh, Hebelski's struggling. Iron Rav's on the scene here. But he hasn't got battery. Hebelski doesn't either.
None of them do.
I think the tyres are melted, those mediums are at this point.
Jan's managed to save 45%.
Rogerwell would have had to fight this if he'd actually, gone for the pit stop and been involved.
Yeah.
Here we go then. Unless they all simultaneously drive into a wall, the championship is going to go to Anson, as we have one sector left. Mitch and Jan are still going at it. Everyone's still going for it all the way to the line here. Iron Rav, can he win on track is the question. He's going to stick the battery on. He's going to go for it in the slipstream of the Mercedes. He's going to stick the DRS on as well. The gap is 3/10. Is he going to beat him to the line? I don't think he is. And Hebelski's going to win here in Brazil. Theo Smith crosses the line. He's going to take second. The AI cars are driving into each other. George Farr's going to get fourth. Mitch is going to come home in P5 regardless of Jan.
Oh, Jan's not got a good exit, but he's got battery.
Big points for Red Bull. But that doesn't really.
I think Mitch has done enough on track.
Yeah, Mitch has.
P5. Okay.
Roger Roll comes home. P7. Didn't get the fastest lap and won't be getting it this lap either. So, that means that Anson, after what looked like potentially the worst position it could have been for him, Rogerwell in P2 and a safety car, Rogerwell blunders the strategy and everything goes just, yeah.
I think even if we take the mistake out of the equation, that was Rogerwell's to lose there, and he made the wrong call.
Yeah.
Maybe could have salvaged it pitting the next lap, but unfortunately, it's not what he chose. He has paid the price.
That's the points then. 27 for Abelski, 25 for Theo Smith, 21 for Iron Rav, 12 for George Parr, 10 for Roger Ballett, scoring Anson by 7, but he only did 18. Mitch, scoring 10. Alex Wells, scoring 10. Although his AI drove pretty much the whole race, so scoring 6. Paul Nuttler scoring 8. Jan Nade scoring 8. Anson 3. Lapage 2. No, 3 as well. There's your timing.
I'm glad you didn't say me.
Hold up, look at... In the sprint, George finished 46 seconds behind. However, lost to people who finished 53 seconds, 1 minute and 1 second, and 1 minute and 7 seconds.
It just makes sense.
There is your race results. Here's your race. No race director. You don't deserve it. No race director. Should we do some interviews?
I think we have to. So we're getting the top 3 in Anson in if he wants to. I'm assuming Alfa Romeo won constructors.
Yeah, they won it by a mile.
Lovely stuff.
Interviews.
Everyone. Who wants an interview? Interviews galore. Roger was gambling for the safety car. I mean, fair enough. We did say on the stream under he might be going for race for track position.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out that way, but you know, it was a ballsy move. You got to have balls to make those moves, and he made it. Fair enough.
Let's get Hebelski in here. Hello. Hello.
O matko. Kurwa, zajebiście.
There he is.
Well, how was that race for you then? Picking up the race win in the end. And yeah, I'm sure that one was a bit crazy. It was everyone. Well, there's 3 of you at the front, but you managed to consistently just keep that gap just out of the DRS for long enough, I think. And I'd say that definitely helped you win the race today. But how did it go from your perspective.
It was a question to me.
Yeah.
Can you repeat?
I said head at the race, go from your perspective, essentially.
What can I say? It was very stressful when I was leading the race, especially last about 10 laps. It was nightmare. My heart was beating so fast. In general, it was finally good race from my side. No big mistakes, no big contacts with someone in the main race. I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I finally have some good race since I don't know Sandvort.
Yeah. Well, the strategy of pitting for putting on the mediums under that safety car while the two in front didn't. That was a very good call from yourself with no other safety cars. What made you go for that strategy in the end?
Because I knew mediums will go to the end and just decided to make a pit stop and hoped maybe for a safety car in the end, but it wasn't necessary. It was first time when I wasn't praying for a safety car, just opposite, no safety car, please, no safety car.
Yeah. Well, there was no safety car, and yeah, you managed to win it on track as well, which is always great. You were under pressure at the end. They were catching slowly, but you managed to keep it. You had plenty of battery. Just coming before the final few laps, then you just deployed it all to keep that gap, so you couldn't really be under attack. And well, that was a race win for you. So
Yeah.
Congratulations on winning the race.
Yeah,
And
the best way to close the season.
Yeah, hopefully you can carry that into next season, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so. Let's continue this strike.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be seeing you at the front again next season in whatever tier you end up in, probably F2 again, I'd assume. I don't know. We'll see. Depends
we
on
will
who signs
see.
up, really, but yeah.
Yeah, we will see.
We'll see.
Oh, maybe I should pick Mercedes. Alpine wasn't lucky for me. First my race for Mercedes. I forgot to pick the team. I was in the lobby and I forgot to pick the team.
It's alright.
Maybe it was right decision to not pick up the Alpine. I don't know.
Yeah.
They sent you on loan to Mercedes and you won a race.
Yeah, first race for Mercedes and win the race. Not like George Russell.
Not quite.
And I think my first win in any league race was also first race for Mercedes.
Huh. There we go. Sign up for Mercedes next season, you'll be fine.
Yeah, contract. I go for Mercedes next season. 100% sure.
Anyways, I don't think anyone else is joining for an interview. But yeah. Well, that's been this season of F2 here in GRS. The only season where we had a championship fight coming down to the last lap. Last race even. But yeah, it has been great to commentate on this season, and well, hopefully we can have another entertaining season next time out when we'll be back. We have F1 tomorrow. Other than that, that is going to conclude this season, where we'll be back in a few weeks' time to kick off season 4, which will be the final one on this game. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and